Yeah, yo, what's good? What's good?
Max.
Yes, we are finally on, finally back. It took a little second for me to get my ducks in a row, but um, we here. You
7 hours
know,
later.
listen.
Let me look. I'm trying to get us on the YouTube. It's been
Oh
a
God.
while. Like it's been almost a whole month
I
since we've
mean,
been
literally, Happy
together.
New Year to everybody that is joining us as you're coming in and all of that good stuff. Want to wish
Oh
you a
my
Happy New Year and all of that, cause yeah. It's a new time, baby. It's a new time. What a time. What a time. What a time.
what a time to be alive. What a time to be
It's
here
a time to be a
together.
lot of things. Like, yo, it's a wild motherfucking shit out here, man.
Life has
Like,
been crazy.
yo, there's a lot of shit that's crazy right now. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, this shit is nuts out here. What's up, Kimmy?
That's a whole
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? There's a lot of crazy, crazy motherfucking shit out here. And we gonna get into topics in a second, but how's it been going? What you've been up to and all of that good stuff?
Well, part of our delay in return was because I was on vacation. So you took the seas last year, I took the seas this year. So I've really been vacating and cruising, and this is the first full week back. So
Uh,
I'm tired already. I'm used to being beachside. My melanin is glowing a little bit. So
word.
I am happy about that. Hey Joy, hey Kimmy. So
What's
that's
up?
that's really it. I don't
RJ,
know.
Joy, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Hi RJ. What else has been going on? The New Year was smooth for me. Holidays are always family centered for me. I spent the New Year's with my family, with my parents, and just been chilling. I went on a cruise, went to Mexico. I think I might be moving to Mexico because
It's
how
like a
they.
thousand times cheaper.
Uh, you know what I loved about
Like,
Mexico? The thing that I loved the most was I went to
let's
the
be
Mayan.
honest.
That's true, but I went to the Mayan ruins and they were given the whole like history lesson, and I loved the accountability in the
Hmm.
history. I love the acknowledgement of how, like, when they effed up, when they, and how they tried to get it back together. And
Right.
it made me feel like, oh, you're not bugging for wanting some type of acknowledgement and accountability in the United States. So
Hmm.
I like that. And I realize that, sometimes when you're in your surroundings, you don't realize there's something better. So
What up, Mel?
that's what I loved. And I wanna feel like that. So, this time next year I might be tuning in from Mexico.
Hey, say broadcasting from fucking Isla de
Cozumel.
Jerez in El Mexico.
That's what I need.
That's actually that's a real location in Mexico.
Okay. Anywhere is good with me.
Yeah, but I feel you. I mean, I've been taking care of business. I'm studying, fucking depriving myself of physical activity, sitting up here, fucking balls weigh about 550 pounds right now. But I'm living. I'm gonna be alright because I'm suffering. I'm suffering for success. You know what I'm saying? So
Ooh,
it's. I mean,
suffering for success.
I'm making a lot of progress. I can't take credit for that. Khaled had said that shit back in the. Yeah, I think he had like an album or some bullshit that said that, but I just stole the terminology. But I mean, yeah, just trying to take care of shit and all of that good stuff. And happy New Year to everybody as y'all pull up. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Get yourself a beverage. I got my water. You get whatever you get, and we gonna get into this because I gotta say that this topic, I'm gonna take credit for this topic, all right? Because this was really me. Like I put up this video. That video was going crazy online, especially like on my IG and on. I think I have it on TikTok. I don't know. But I have it a
Mhm.
few places, and I mean the viewership is just going crazy. And it's about this dude, and basically his boys busted girls' ass that they had, but he failed the job. You know, he didn't accomplish the mission because apparently, you know, he didn't have the right tool for the job, so to say, or whatever. And you know, at first it was funny, and I mean, when I put it on, the way that they did the skit was mad funny. Shout out to them brothers there; they have a lot of funny videos on their page. You know, but the thing is that I'm like, yo, this shit is actually not okay to make fun of somebody for something like that. For the simple fact that's body shaming. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
and the thing is, my biggest beef with the shit, really. And the thing is, I don't have a dog in the fight because I'm not slacking when it comes to that kind of situation myself personally. But I do tend to take on a lot of battles, even if it doesn't personally affect me. You know what I'm saying? Just like the video I posted earlier about the projects, I have never lived in the projects myself personally, but I
Mhm.
feel like every human being deserves to be treated a certain way. They deserve that. They deserve the right to have a proper place to exist. And
Yeah.
I mean, even if somebody is on the smaller side when it comes to their tool, I feel like if you don't like it, just keep it moving. You ain't got to make a spectacle of this shit.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, at the end of the day, nobody walked up to God and was like, yo, can I get the small?
Yeah.
Nobody did that. You know what I'm saying? And just like, for example, you're a plus size lady, obviously,
Mhm.
and you got mad dudes on your body. But at the end of the day, if somebody wanted to say something to you about that,
Mhm.
they could look at you. You have more control over your size. You love your size and the skin that you're in. I love you like that too. But my whole thing is that you have more control over that size than any man has over his meat. And the thing is, yes, they do have enhancement surgery. I did the research. I spoke to people that work in, you know, that work in surgery as doctors and stuff like that, and did my research. And the thing is the surgery to try to enhance. Number one, it deforms your penis because it makes your joint look like you have literally get a button on the base and you press that shit and it's like go gadget dick and the shit
Uh,
just go up on some zzz, and the thing is not just that, but also the risk of infection and things that can go wrong is crazy. You think getting a BBL or a breast lift or a breast implants is risky? That shit is even worse. So
yeah. I can't even
my
imagine
thing
that.
is
That's
fuck
that's
that.
tough. I
Yeah,
think that's
it's
hard because you're right. Like as a plus size girly, if I chose to like lose weight or if I wanted to be more toned, like like I'm in the gym, but I'm in the gym because I want to feel comfortable in my body. Like I don't want to be exhausted and all that. But there
right,
is sometimes we make fun of things that you can't do anything about. And I'm not gonna say that I haven't been guilty. I think as I've gotten older and wiser, I make sure that I'm not. For instance, right? So Christmas came and went. One of my siblings, one of my brothers, has been taking like the weight loss injection pill.
oh Lord, not that thing. I hate that thing. I think that's a
But
terrible idea because there's a lot of unanswered questions when it comes to that shit.
and that's
Like they
how I
literally
feel.
found, but they found that by mistake. That's the thing. It wasn't like they were looking for that. They were working. What was it? To help out with diabetes or something like
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then discovered that it actually helps to melt fat, or no, it kills your appetite so that you don't eat as much or whatever. And listen, when you
So,
start messing with
so
your biochemical makeup,
but
go
people
ahead,
do it
no
all
go.
the time. People do it all the time. But here's the thing though, right? So
People
he's
jump
been
out of
taking.
planes all the time. That'll make it smart.
Don't start now. Don't start in this year 2026. So listen though. He's taking this pill, this injection, whatever. I didn't really know about it. Like he mentioned it, whatever. In my family, you are who you are. If you love it, you love it. If you don't like it, then do something about it. So when we were like exchanging gifts and stuff like that, they were saying something like, "Oh, not you trying to get all skinny. Look at you now, because you were pudgy before." And I had to jump in, and I was like, "Hold up, we're not gonna be body shaming up in here. Like that's not nice, right?" Because even though people joke about it, there's a little tinge of hurt there, and it's not fair. Like we can't.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
At all.
It's not cool.
At all.
Yeah, we gotta.
And that's the thing with me is I'm just on some shit where I'm like, you know, something. There's always something that's for somebody. Like there's some girls that might prefer. I've literally had girls that have told me like, nah, they not messing with nothing over a 6. And I'm like, I ain't been anywhere near that number since I was fucking in junior high school.
Yeah.
That was the first time I measured my joint. I was already past that. Oh. So I'm sitting up there like, I guess I'm not for her. And you know what? That's okay, because that's great. And she was a gorgeous woman, but that was her limit. And she was like, that's where she stops. That's what her preference, is. So my thing is it's just like, I feel like we need to do better when it comes to how we approach. I mean, you got to think about it too. Like, imagine you go to Hito. Hito's a big thing amongst the LS community. Everybody likes to go to Hito. Hito's a good time, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Imagine a person might be ready to go, but then they acting iffy about it because they worried about the body shaming. Maybe they one of those that look a certain way. And, everybody tells them, don't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. But it's easy for the girl who's shaped like a figure 8 with a barely any kind of stomach to be sitting up here talking about, don't worry about it. But the other girl who might have some tiger stripes, you know what I'm saying, who might have some other things, imperfections of whatever type, she gonna be self-conscious of that shit when she take them clothes off. Mm-hmm. Like, I think if you are able to just strip to your natural person and be in and just totally be free in front of people like that, that's like, you deserve big ups for that. Ain't nobody should be like, oh my God. What you say?
I said, heck yeah.
You should be proud of yourself. Like, yo, congratulations. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm like, half the people that be trying to clown, I'd be like, if I took your clothes off of you, I'm sure I could point at least 2 or 3 things that ain't in the right spot.
And I think that's what it is. People who clown other people most of the times are doing it out of insecurities. Yes. And I think that's not cool. And it's like, or ignorance. I know for me, like in my family, most of us are plus size girlies in my family, or at least curvy. And to be thin in my family is kind of taboo. And one of my cousins was very, very thin. And I remember like a New Year's Eve and being like, girl, you are so skinny. Like, you need to do something. Like, and she was like, I wish you guys would stop commenting on my body because it hurts my feelings. And because she's someone who I was close to, I was like, shucks, like, I didn't realize that people who have thin bodies could have insecurity, because it's just something you hear about in society. So there's so many reasons why we think it's just okay to comment on other people's bodies. And it's never okay to comment on other people's bodies. Like, that's just is not okay. Right. Nikki said we all have insecurities. It's only the insecure that call attention to others' imperfections. Exactly.
RJ, I want to put this up here for a second. Let's talk about this.
All right.
Let's get on. I want to put RJ comment up here for a second. Because the hypocrisy of the lifestyle and the people within it is heavy. Yeah. Heavy. And a lot of people participate in this hypocrisy. We all say judgment free and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, y'all human beings and motherfuckers is judging. Hell, I be judging. I'm going to keep it 100. I be judging on a lot of stuff. Normally not appearances and that, though.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm in a group chat, in a private group chat, and I'm seeing some crazy shit going on. I'm looking sometimes and I'm judging because I'm like, wasn't they just put that man out there? Okay. I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say because I'm gonna behave tonight.
Are you?
No, I'm not. I just ain't said it yet, but I'm gonna get there. I ain't said it yet, but I'm gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? See, the moment I spoke about judgment, like 5 people disappeared because they know motherfuckers be judging.
Yeah,
and that's my thing.
Yeah,
I don't have to like me. Listen, I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna look. Listen, man. I'm a judge on some of this shit. Like that's just gonna happen.
mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that the main shit that I'm a focus on is if I have a good vibe with somebody. That's what I'm judging mostly. I'm not gonna just sit there and like pick on every little single solitary thing that a person does or doesn't do and blah 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 blah. Because end of the day, everybody has bullshit that they do or bullshit that they are that probably could be better. All of us could be better to some degree. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is that as the saying goes, let the person without sin throw the first stone. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't throw stones.
I was surprised though, Max. I was surprised at the amount of judgment that did come in the lifestyle because, you know, in my new naive space when I was newer, I was like, oh yeah, everyone loves everyone. Everyone's just so nice. Everyone's just so kind. But it's like the Southern hospitality kindness. Like I would liken the lifestyle to Southern hospitality. It's like, oh well, welcome, baby. Do you see what that child is wearing? You know what I mean? Like it's like that.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
I don't like that. I try to maintain my judgment-free stature. And I think what helps for me, like I don't judge looks as much as I judge personality type and confidence. Like if you're confident and you're kind, I'm more attracted to you than if you are cocky and cute. Like I don't love the cocky, I do love confidence.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, me, I like women with good energy. Sometimes I get tripped over a little bit because I mean, like some women are really persistent, and that persistence feeds my ego. I can't front. Like when a girl is really hitting me up, and at first I'm like, I don't know if I'm, but then next thing you know, I'm like, man, but you know what? You know when this joint is knocking on the table, like, you know what I'm saying, and you sitting up there having one of your droughts like I tend to have. People don't be knowing. They be thinking I just be out here slanging. I'm like, no, I'll be having a lot of droughts. I mean, granted, a lot of it is self-imposed, but a drought's a drought. It doesn't fucking matter how the drought happens. And the thing is, I'm judging the things that matter. I'm judging the way that you're carrying yourself. I'm judging your actual vernacular as to how you express yourself. I'm also judging things like, I mean, I judge videos that I see in chats.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How? Okay, so tell me how, and then I'm okay because I realize that I judge some things too.
I'm gonna go there. I wasn't gonna go there, but I'm gonna go there.
How do you judge your videos?
First of all, one thing I'm gonna say, I'm a judge on. I'm a judge on motherfuckers that allow that where the women allow the men to record them in confidence, and it's supposed to be kept on the low, but they decide to share it on their page so they could show off without permission. I judge on that. The safety committee pays attention to that too, which I don't know how many people have gotten back to you yet, but they need to keep it pushing. I haven't even got a chance to ask you, to be honest. And I know you've been busy too, because we doing that next week. So, you know what I'm saying? I just was curious. I'm judging on that, and wait, let me just close this, and I'm gonna shut up. I'm also judging when every time I see motherfuckers putting a video up, I see girls putting a video up, and I'm watching them getting clapped, and every single dude that's clapping them is bareback as a motherfucker. I'm judging on that shit too.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Now that's something to judge on. Cause I ain't got nothing but a stiff dick and a smile. My shit clean. I got my papers. Same. I'm good. But my whole thing, and I mean, listen, I'm realistic. Everybody slides in somewhere, somehow, some way. That's fine. I'm not even judging that. But I am judging when you got 15 videos. Every single video is like a different guy. Obviously a different guy. And shit is just bare as the day he was born. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't your special partner or boyfriend. I'm like, come on, fam. Like, keep it 100 and just say, you know what? I let them slide and I don't like using the condom. I respect that better. Because then my judgment goes away because you're being honest.
Yeah, the honesty, the transparency.
That's all I'm saying. It's just a lot of people perpetrate a lot of fronts, and I'm just here to say, I see it. Just because I don't say nothing, don't mean I see it.
That's not where
I judge you. I also judge you by the company that you keep. So for those of y'all who are running around out here, hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. I also judge by the company that you keep, because my thing is, if I see you rolling around like you claim to be a certain level of individual, but I see you surround yourself with people that are dingy and messy, I'm judging you on that. That's where my judgment comes in. I don't give a fuck about your stretch marks. I'll kiss them motherfuckers. I don't care about a fupa. I'll lift that motherfucker up and slurp that pussy until your eyes pop out of your sockets. I don't give a fuck about the shit that y'all worried about. The shit that you need to be worried about. See, Nikki saying the same thing I said. I think, Nikki, I feel like me and you have had that conversation before. Not on the side. Like, me and her, like, probably talked about that. That shit is crazy. But my whole thing is, like I said, the things that people judge for is stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me say what I judge in videos, because me and you were going two different wavelengths.
That's why we here, baby. Go for it.
I judge dirty mirrors. I'm judging the dirty mirrors. Like,
I make sure to Windex my mirror before I take a picture of the bitch, because sometimes I forget.
I'm judging dirty mirrors. I'm judging gangster rap music during sex videos. Please stop. Can we get some Jamie Foxx on? Can we get some Tank? Like, that's what I'm judging. And these, like,
what if they like play? What if they like fucking to the gangster shit? I mean, sometimes it ain't love making, it's fucking.
They don't.
Everybody ain't making love. They fucking.
I'm judging Law and Order on the TV in the background. Like, please.
Over here, dum dum dum. Oh shit.
Great. Like, I can't focus on the content when the background doesn't match.
Nah, one person had SpongeBob SquarePants playing while the fucking thing was, while they was getting clapped from the back. That shit was wild.
That feels so uncomfortable. Like, who's there with you? Like, is there a toddler there? I can't. So those are the things that I judge in videos. Like, all the stuff you said, I wasn't even thinking about. Like, I'm truly like, why is that mirror so dirty? Like, what is happening? Like, what what's that music that's playing? It's like it'd be like the trap. I don't know. Like it could be like I'm a Boss by Meek Mill is not as bad as like I shot your friend and like all of, like what is going on in your music? Please change the music. I can't. I
Yeah,
just wrote
I
the
don't.
video at that point.
I can't with some of that. Yeah, facts. I can't with some of that. Some of that shit, I just be like, I'm like, damn. I mean, say you don't give a fuck without saying you don't give a fuck. Like,
That's what I mean. I think that's, and I also judge. This is a not nice judgment, but I judge like the mismatched sheets on a.
oh, I'm looking at. I'm looking like
Don't Max, please.
my sheets be mismatched, and I don't give a fuck. So whatever.
Max, please. First, I
Actually, no, my sheets don't mismatch, but my comforter is not gonna match because I can never find a comforter that goes with the sheets. That's the problem.
All right, birthday
Comforters
gift,
I like.
new Christmas gift unpacked because I cannot like. I I got you, Max. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. 'Cause
Listen,
we gotta get it together.
I don't care. Everything else is matching. Everything else. And you
And
ain't gonna see it because the thing is, I don't like doing video.
you don't
I don't like video.
oh, yeah, I don't
I
like
don't like.
videos either. I don't either.
I like to just if you want to have a memory of it, enjoy the moment and keep it up here. If you need a refresher, now one thing I'm not judging on people that do videos. That's your thing. That's your thing. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is with me. If you need a refresher, hit my line, and I will gladly designate and then meet me at the designated place at the designated time, and I will happily designate that as or
That,
two
that
because
part.
I do like the multitask. But
I don't like videos either. Like I have a couple out there, but like I don't like videos. And also people are like, oh, why did you take a video? Because I was in the moment. Like I want to be in the moment. Let me be in the moment. Let me enjoy the moment. Not like, oh, let me get this angle right. Nobody has time for that.
yeah, I'm not trying to sit there and be on some. Hold up, let me get this shit under my bowels. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. I don't need all that. Like I said, for those that do, that's cool. It's just that's not my jam. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what else? You know what else I judge? I had a play situation months ago when this person and I, this was the first time that we hung out together, and they were showing me videos of someone else, obviously without their consent. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell when someone is like, oh, let me show you what this person did. And it's like, that to me is really tacky. It shows your character. I never talked to that person after that. Because, like, yeah, no, thank you.
let me tell you something. Any woman that has ever given me nudes, their nudes is super safe with me. I have a lot of different nudes that I've collected throughout my years. I lost some of them with my what you call it when the phone fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
the motherboard fried. So once the motherboard fried, I couldn't even retrieve the shit because it was corrupt. But my whole thing is, so if y'all want to send me some more, I always put your nudes in a safe place.
Same.
You understand what I'm saying? Not to mention, having a camera around me is dangerous anyway because I be projectiling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big fan of nutting in condoms. When I'm about to nut, I'm taking that joint off and I'm yeah. So I want to be like that shit. You ever seen Hancock? If you ever seen Hancock, you understand. I'm one of them. I'm a mountaintop motherfucker. Mountaintop. Oh, phew, that shit shooting across the fucking room.
That is not what I thought. You are.
I feel like I got a spring loaded in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
So
God.
my whole thing is that, boy, you know, my whole thing is that I'm just like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't want my camera to get hit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that. You know, like I said, if you want the moment, we have the moment together, remember it. And you got it saved.
Yeah.
And if you start getting fuzzy on it, we just gotta redo it. That's all. I need to spin the block on a couple of people anyway.
Same.
Because I'm not good at spinning the block. I be like sticking and moving. Like, I'm not one of those that's gonna like harass somebody just because we had a session. Like I'm gonna be like, oh, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those that's gonna be like, yo, good time, da da da. Maybe we catch each other again.
Yeah.
Cool. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I go to a play park, because Lord
All right.
knows.
So, can we talk about
Talk about it.
your own body image and how that plays a part in body shaming?
We always see the worst of ourselves.
Do we?
A lot of us do. A lot of us are our own biggest critics.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey Jen, hey Jenny, what's up? What's up?
Here.
My birthday twin Jennifer on here. Me and her got the same birthday.
Okay, Jennifer.
You know what I'm saying? She the same way as me. Like me and her have hung out at events through the years, whatever. And she'll disappear just like I will. We both be like, "I'll see you later." Evaporate. Find you like maybe 3 a.m. Like, oh yeah, I had a great time. And it's all cool. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got to be collecting the phone numbers and all. So you can get my IG or the Facebook just to follow the stuff. But it ain't always got to be that serious. But like you said, anyway, getting back to the thing.
Yeah, a lot of
like
people
I said,
no phone number.
A lot of people their own. I know I'm my own biggest critic.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not. Like, I think I'm not my own biggest critic. And to me, that's where like the confidence comes in. Like when a man walks into the room, a woman walks into the room, and they have that air of confidence, and they, I think that's what sells most in the lifestyle is a confident person, because I've seen all body types be embraced throughout my lifestyle experiences. And I think when I see bodies that aren't typically embraced, like societally embraced, but have been in spaces that I'm in, it's because of the confidence they carry. Like you walk in like, hello, it's me, right? Like you walk in like that, and it's like, oh, hey, so-and-so's here. And there's not a question in sight. And I think that's why Hito is so successful, because I think confidence begets confidence. Just like lack of confidence begets lack of confidence. So when you walk into Hito, for me, like I'm a confident girl, but I was like, so I'm about to for real take my clothes off. And I did, and it was just like, all right, hey y'all, like it was no problem. And I think that is what attracts people. I'm going to say that's what attracts a lot of people to me, is the fact that I'm a confident person. And I know that that's what attracts me to other people as well.
Like with me, I sit up here and I hesitate. Like this whole Hito thing, I'd say the hardest part for me is like, there's certain people that I'm really cool with. I don't know if I'm ready to like have a situation where I'm just like seeing them butt ass and they seeing me butt ass the whole time. It's just certain people, because of the way that we've always interacted with each other. I don't know if I'm ready to, you understand what I'm saying? And then with myself, like I said, I'm my own biggest critic. I look at myself and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I ready to just have my joint just outside like that? Yeah. Now, granted, it's different when I'm around strangers. I've been to nudist spots before. I was around strangers. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just there, and it's like, whatever. I don't care. I ain't seeing these people anyway. Da, 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 da. But one thing that I've always had in my head, like I said, I'm one of those who's more grow than show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not invisible when I'm down, but I'm nowhere near where I stand when I'm up. You understand what I'm saying? So my whole thing be like, damn, I don't be walking around. I'm 6'6", 305 pounds. I don't be walking around looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Having to say, no, but when it's time to go, my shit is good. You know, like I don't want to have to express that or explain that. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm sure, even though a lot of people, there's not a lot of men that's going to come up here and say that shit.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is I always embarrass myself in front of everybody on the camera and tell on myself. So I'm gonna just keep it doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And my whole thing is, and Veronica, thank you very much. She also said before, and that was something when you was that she added to your thing before. She was like, you have to walk with your head held up high, and that's a
That's
very factual thing. Me, I'm sitting up there. I need to exercise. Like right now, because I've been computer nerd and hard body, my workout training is trash buddy. You understand what I'm saying? I have not worked out in probably a good 2.5 months, maybe.
mm-hmm.
I need to get back on it, but I had to, like I said, I had a lot of business to take care of. So, but my whole thing is, I'm somebody that's been an athlete most of my life. So I'm used to at least being marginally in decent shape. I never cared about having a six pack. I'll tell women in a minute, you want a man with a six pack? I could come with a six pack of Coronas. What we talking about? You know what I'm saying?
See, in that kind of game, but that's the game that shows confidence. If somebody came to me and they had a pudge belly, I don't mind a pudge belly. And I say, oh, I'm used to somebody with a six pack, and you tell me that you got the six pack of Corona. Oh, I'm good. Like, we're good over here. We're gonna have an amazing time together.
Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna lie, it works on me too, because I see women that come to me, and I wasn't really thinking about nothing, but they come with such an energy. It's just alluring to see them so sexy and comfortable in their own skin, to where you're like, I wasn't 100% sure about, but the way she coming at me, I might have to sling this thing on her for a minute, like. You know what I'm saying? I just don't need her to be hitting me up a million times afterwards, like it's happened lately.
That can
No, because the thing is, at one event I did, I gave out some massages and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a couple of shorties who have been hitting me up pretty consistently, just trying to keep in touch as much as possible after that. And you know me, I'm distracted. I got things to do. My hands is full with a lot of stuff. So I don't really, I don't have time per se to
for like
give them
those
the entertainment that they really want. I understand that they're trying to have the follow through, but I catch you when I catch you. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's important to note, Max, because here's the thing. Like, I've seen some beautiful man pieces in my inbox. And beautiful it's like, yes, I've seen some beautiful men in my inbox. It's been a great time in there. And I think that the opposite can be true. People can be so cocky about their size or what they feel like they're presenting physically that it's a turnoff. Especially if, like, if you're like one of those like people who talk to yourself in my inbox, if you're one of those people who someone texted me yesterday and was like, hey, and I was like, hey, I'm at work, and they continue to text me multiple times, I'm like, yeah, see, stuff like that is like, no. So I think confidence is also something that is a turn off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
I could dig that because my thing is that a lot of times when I'm, at an event or whatever, I ain't got no problems. Like, I mean, if somebody wants to pop this thing out, I'll be like, pop, but don't pop it out and then don't do nothing with it. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? There's plenty of times I was the only one out at an event. Because I come out and I'm like, listen, I come out to go to war. You understand what I'm saying? I'm coming out to you know what I'm saying? But I walk by the code of the samurai. I do not unsheath my sword unless I intend to use that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. So don't play with me. Like, don't do all that teasing shit. I'm 45 years old. I ain't out here. Ain't nothing impressing me about grabbing my dick. Huh?
You're 45 years old?
Yeah, don't tell nobody.
Okay. All right.
Don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Keep that on the DL. You know what I'm saying? We got time.
But yeah, no, we don't have time for the shenanigans. Agreed.
So my whole thing is that I feel like At the end of the day, everybody has imperfections that they can pick on, whatever the case may be. I feel like people spend too much time worrying about the wrong stuff.
Yes.
I feel like so many people really have a lot more to offer. Like, I mean, you're talking to somebody that used to model back in the day. I will tell you this. Them girls are gorgeous and are more insecure than most of the average women that's out here. It's crazy. Like, it's really crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then you see, and you could tell a lot of times, you could tell somebody's security by the kind of people that they deal with.
Yes. Yes.
Because you'll look, and I want you to dig into that one for a second, because you'll see somebody partnered with a person, and you're scratching your head like, this don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Sometimes it's not about the looks and blah, 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 blah. But no, a lot of times, because we're all physical creatures, we're all superficial to a certain degree.
Yes, we are.
When you see this and you see that, and you're looking like, I would have never put them two together if I didn't see it myself. Sometimes you really got to ask yourself, this person's probably doing that because they feel like this is the best they can do. Or they put up with the person who has no ambition, no nothing, but at least they giving them some attention or whatever. So whatever. And a lot of times you got to be careful too, because a lot of people will manipulate you based on your insecurities too.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got the guy that's always coming at you, oh, you know, you could lose a couple pounds. And da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, when you bagged her, she was bigger.
Let me tell you, Max, as a plus size girly, one of my things is when a guy says, oh, I like all of you. It's like, that's not a compliment. Or like, I mean, your size is good for me. It's just the way, like, because you know what it is? It like insinuates that like I don't like all of me, and it insinuates that because I'm a plus size girl that I have insecurities. There's like a certain energy that, because a lot of plus size girls are super insecure because, you know, our society it promotes more, you know, smaller bodies, but some of us are not. And so that frustrates the heck out of me when it's like, they'll be like, no, listen, babe, I mean, like, your size is not a problem for me. It's good for me. And it's like, it's not a problem for me either. Like, you don't have to say that.
Just say you like what you see. You can leave it there.
Yeah, it's like fetishizing the plus size girls. I don't
Wait,
like that.
Hold on. No bullshit. Okay, no.
Say
fuck
it.
That.
We're gonna say
I'm gonna touch this woman. The reason why I'm gonna say I'm gonna touch this woman, first of all, plus size women fetishize themselves all the time. There's literally parties that are called BBW parties, fetishizing that. Everything gets fetishized. Just like they got mocha parties or whatever. Well, I forget what they call them. There's some kind of party. Basically, it's parties where if you like black men, you should be at this party. That kind of thing. Everything gets fetishized. Hold up. Nothing gets fetishized is being tall, because there's plenty of women that fetishize us just for being tall. Everybody gets fetishized for who the fuck they is.
I don't like it. I don't want to be like I don't want to like guys have been like, I just want to be on your belly. And it's like, that's not what I don't like that. I don't.
But maybe they like it, so that's why they singing it. They're appreciating you for what and who you are. That is not a bad thing.
Facts.
It's not. I'm being honest. It's not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with saying, "Damn, I like the way her body feels up on me. I like the way that plus size body feels up on my skin."
That is different.
No, I know how to write poetry, so I know how to speak and make something sound good. But my thing is that you're expecting too. Oh damn! I'm about to say something bad. Hey, let me roll that back because I'm about to say some real asshole shit. All right, so my whole thing is that no, but my thing is that they're appreciating you for who you are in the skin that you are currently in, that is not a bad thing.
Yes, I
You
agree.
understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now let me look at these comments.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Veronica said she used to be ashamed of her size,
Oh, I didn't see that.
but now I flaunt these thick thighs. Hopefully,
Oh,
but
okay.
that girl got a body and a pound cake for an ass. I don't know what the fuck she even talking about. But
Veronica, can I
anyway,
send a friend request? I don't think we're friends.
let
Okay, go
me
ahead.
see. And Joy said, just because some people embrace the fetish doesn't mean we have to like it or embrace it. That's fair.
Yes.
I mean, it's always your choice as to how you want to either appreciate or not appreciate that. I'm just saying, I'd rather the people who are appreciating me for who I am than the ones that are trying to downplay it. Like, so many times I have women, oh, but you light skinned. No, I don't know. I'm not into light skinned guys. I like dark skinned guys. Light skin and dark skin is being fetishized too. Oh, you're only into the dark skinned guy. But then when you find out that my dick is darker than half the guys you fucking with, now all of a sudden you want to be my friend. Hey Zuri, what's up with your sexy ass?
Hi, Zuri. Max is in a drought. Don't mind him.
I'm not saying that because I'm in a drought. I'm saying that because I
No,
think Zuri is sexy.
no, just wait.
Don't downplay her like that. I was giving her a
No,
compliment.
Zuri's beautiful. Oh my gosh.
That is one amazing piece of female right there.
See, piece of female.
Listen, that's how I speak. Sorry, it's a part of West Indian in me. Sometimes I say things like that. But she knows what I mean by that. Nah, but she's a dope ass woman. Like, she's dope. Like, Zuri's a dope chick. But
Super.
my whole thing is that what you gonna say, honey?
Oh, what Joy said, that Max doesn't understand the things that he's fetishized for are societally positive traits.
But being plus size is actually a societal positive trait in a lot of ways, because a lot of men are into plus size women openly. Hence why they have whole parties for just plus size women.
I have gone to.
I have yet to see a party be thrown for tall light skinned guys. I have not seen it yet.
Oh man. We'll throw you.
You understand what I'm saying? So my whole thing is that I'm not mad at it. Trust me, I'm not looking for a party for that. I'm not asking for it. Please, no. My whole thing is that I think if somebody's appreciating you, try to look to pull the positive out of it instead of finding ways to scrutinize the statement in a negative context.
But nobody's looking for ways. I think what happens is when you live your life as in your body, you understand what is what's positive and what has undertones. That's what it is. Like, you understand undertones.
I have a question for Joy about the BBC parties thing.
Oh,
I have a question because she said that's another fetish. Kappas. Already know what that is. I know a lot of Kappas. But let me say, about the BBC party. So who is checking to verify that you qualify to be in this party when they have these BBC parties? Or do you just walk in and you better not be one of the BBCs, because then they're gonna walk you out? I just want to know who's enforcing the BBC parties. I've never actually heard of I've never heard of a BBC party. Probably, I guess I don't qualify.
Nope.
How you gonna say no? You don't even know.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know. You know what I don't like? I don't know.
But here's my thing: is that what is the qualification? I'm really curious about this. What are the qualifications for this BBC party? Joy has to answer that question.
I think you got to be what they say, 6 to be in the mix.
6 to be in the mix. 6 is average.
I mean, not for some people.
No, if you're saying BBC, you got to be going above average. So what is the? But shouldn't they be vetted, Jennifer? But shouldn't they be vetted before they get there so that you don't have people going in there trying to put baggy magnums on and shit like that? Because I've heard of that story before.
Magnum. I saw somebody say, "Bring condoms for the size that you have," and I said,
So are we judging people that bring the wrong size condom to the party?
Here's my thing. Here's my thing when it comes to the size of a man, as a lady, even as a plus size lady. So I just need you to know how to use what you have, and as long as I come, I'm good. I'm not judging the size.
What about as long as we come?
Huh?
What about as long as we come?
I'm talking about what's going to help me out. I mean, you're going to come.
It's not a guarantee. I fucked plenty of times and don't nut.
I don't like guys like that.
But I have spoken on this problem multiple times.
I know.
So my thing is that what about us? Like, I'm trying to make sure that you getting yours. You're supposed to make sure that I'm getting mine. I'm judging you right now.
You can judge me, Max, because you are the minority in people that I've experienced like that. It's been
but I'm judging you for a very practical reason right now.
Why?
You aren't showing an interest in the pleasure of the people that are pleasuring you. That's just a shame.
No. Anyone who has a pleasure exchange with me has an equally beneficial pleasure exchange with me.
Joy said you're responsible for your own orgasm. It's crazy. I might as well be beating off then if that's the case.
No.
That's wild.
That's tough. Like you said, when you talk about that problem that you have, like I said, I've only experienced that very few times in my life, and that's a hard problem to experience.
And it's not even a knock to women. I think it's a me problem, not a them. It's a mental thing.
Yeah, one of the reasons why we want to see the completion. Like we want to see it to completion. I want to see it to completion for sure. All I can speak is from my experiences. They're all mutually pleasurable.
All mutually pleasurable?
All of them.
I like that. I like mutually pleasurable. Sounds a lot better than I'm gonna get mine. You better get yours. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna end up getting them guys that get up in that shit, and they out, and you ain't finished yours. You left with blue walls.
But you know what? That's also body shaming. And I think here's the thing: as long as a man, if he does that and then he's done, as long as he also ensures the pleasure of his partner, I'm cool with that.
I feel like I don't really consider, a speedy person necessarily ashamed, because there has to come a point in your life where you learn to control yourself. You have to take the steps possible to control yourself. If you know you need to get out round one before you go for it, because your round one is a minute rice, then you need to get that out. If you know you have some problems necessarily maintaining your hard on, they got pills for that. They got other things. Now, I will say this. Also, if you see it's a chronic issue, you might want to go to the doctor and make sure your vascular system is working properly, because that's a whole other thing. Mm-hmm. But sometimes a person just needs a little boost, kind of like how a short person needs a ladder. Everybody needs a little extra kick sometimes. You might need like how you need that caffeine in the morning. They may need a little shot, a little pill. Next thing you know, they popping like Popeye. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I experienced that I realized as like, ooh, I don't like that. If you know that you have like erectile issues, I need you to give me a heads up before we play. Not while I'm there.
Okay.
That is frustrating.
I'm going to say something in here. I'm going to be fair.
Go ahead.
I'm going to be fair. Now, they're talking about in the chat, they've been with men who choose not to come because they can go all night long.
Yes, I don't like that.
My thing is this, and I just say from my own personal experience, you see this here? This helps a lot because a clear system is a better functioning system. This, taking your vitamins, I'm going to get back on my cardio game and all that shit just now. But doing that stuff, maintaining a proper diet, not too high in cholesterol, and you'll see you can bust a nut and still come back and do some more. I know this because and I will say this, like I said, the last event that I went to, I fucking fired off about 4 rounds, which is a lot for me because it takes a lot for me to get there. You understand what I'm saying? My whole thing is that you finish, you do the reset. Men know what the reset is. You do the reset, and then you come back out. And I mean, as long as the stimuli is there, as long as the energy is there, I'm ready to go. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
If I'm actually doing my partner, where I can just cream pie the fuck out of her ass or something like that, I might just let it go and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can just keep on going. I've popped 2 back to back before, but it's not easy for me. It's hard sometimes. Other times I'm able to mentally push it forward, but it's very, very hard. It takes a lot of concentration. I can't just be going and just, oh shit, it's all spilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, these are just different ways that people find things to judge people on. And my thing is, too, I understand you ladies collect whole faxes on these guys.
Yes.
Because I've listened to y'all talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she'll be like, oh, I don't know about messing with him because every time you play with him, he Speedy Gonzalez on the shit or whatever. Or, he ain't have the right tool or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about if somebody's talking about you like that. You understand what I'm saying? Think about that shit.
I know for me and my girls, especially my LS girlies, most of the conversations we have are recommendations. And the recommendation just comes with a quick synopsis. Like, hey, like, yeah, girl, I recommend Max, like he knows how to do this and this and this and that, or be careful.
I don't know.
Now, I'm not saying this is I'm just saying your name so I don't see anybody else's name. So, I recommend
Okay,
Max.
well, go on.
Because I hear that he's really attentive to the woman's body and he knows how to handle you in the right way, but just know that he may not come, so be careful. Like, that's how my recommendations come.
That sounds like a real recommendation.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have.
That sounds like something somebody actually said to you.
People, girls do talk, but the girls that I associate with, we talk in more positive ways. It's not about any negativity or anything like that. And that's what I appreciate. I give recommendations like, ooh, girl, I just had this experience. I recommend,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? And, there's some things that I would like to say. First of all, Zuri, we talking about body positivity / body judgment because people do a lot of body shaming in the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, it's not cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, again, it's one of those things like, just because he don't have the right tool for you don't mean you gotta make him feel like shit. Now he walking around the party, he's sitting in the corner feeling like a bum. Stuff like that can make somebody unalive themselves. I gotta be careful. YouTube is funny about the S word. But yeah, it can make people unalive themselves. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't want to be out here saying, Like, I'm not gonna, if I'm not into a girl, or maybe she wasn't for me, then it's cool. She just wasn't for me, and it's cool. I ain't got to dog her. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? If I didn't have a good experience, I just keep that shit to myself for the most part. I don't even talk about it. I've had times where I just was like, she wasn't really that enjoyable, but whatever.
And
I just
if you're not attracted to somebody, if they're not your preference, it doesn't mean that you have to downgrade them, degrade them, or down talk them. Like, you don't have to
right.
do. You said but.
No, I didn't say but anything. Listen, I said right. Listen.
Oh yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things. Like, if you don't like plus size girls, that's cool, but you don't have to be like, oh, now you like them big bitches, and then like, you don't have to do all that. If you don't like tall people, if you don't like short, if you don't like whatever, lights, dark, whatever, that's fine. It's your preference. You're allowed to have a preference, but it doesn't need to come with degradation.
Right. Exactly. You can have your preference without making somebody feel like garbage, is the point. You don't need to put the person down just to make your point of your level of interest. You know what I'm saying? Jeep, I was gonna say something. I ain't gonna say nothing to Jeep right now. I'll behave. So my whole thing is, like I said, end of the day, if you want things to be a happier, more progressive LS atmosphere, you have to do your part. Your part is, don't go dissing a motherfucker just because they ain't got what you like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That goes for men and women.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to diss. If they ain't what you like, just keep on going. It's like when you see a post on Facebook that you don't like, you ain't even got to deal with it. Just keep scrolling on by. Same thing when you in that. Because too many people waste time with that. And like I said, there's something for everybody. That's one of the best things about being an LS. The LS is a privilege.
Yeah.
Not a right. You don't have a right to be here. You are privileged to be able to be here and be able to engage and be in an environment where people are being free and expressing their sexuality, exploring their different tastes, different kinks. You know what I'm saying? We need to get off of this judgmental ladder. And yes, there's a difference between using judgment and being judgmental.
For sure.
When you're using judgment, you're looking and saying, like I said, I mentioned the things before that I judge on.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do, it's nothing to do with your physical. Either your physical appeals to me or it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Either your energy appeals to me or it doesn't. But I'm not going to judge you on that. I'm not going to look at you and be like, yo, this girl was crazy. Or her ass ain't big enough. Or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm be like, shit, somebody going to clap them little buns. I'll bounce some little buns off my waist, too. I bounce some big buns off my waist. I ran the gauntlet. You understand what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, don't be so judgy on stupid shit.
And what is he say? There's a lid for every pot.
There definitely is a lid for every pot. There's a lid for this pot. There's a lid for that pot. I don't want the lid to be on, though. I want to pop that motherfucker off. Like,
all right. So
now,
yes.
Go ahead. Oh shit! Freddie said pancakes still get flipped and ain't.
That's a fact.
I love that. I love that shit.
That's funny. Oh, Michelle said, "Prove it." Okay, Michelle.
Oh shit! She said pancakes saw me flipping. She said, "Prove it." I guess you got some pancakes to flip, Freddie.
So body image, body shaming, we don't do that over here. It's not cool. We make sure that we're using judgment but not judging.
Even though shame on me for putting that video up, but it was just funny, man. I couldn't help it. It was, it was a funny ass video. It actually
Um,
reminded me. It reminded me of something, but anyway, like you said, no judgment over here, right?
we
Body positivity.
body positivity over here. We love and accept all body types over here. Um, we only discriminate on character and dirty mirrors and non-matching sheets. Max, we gotta get your life together. There's a fund in the chat that we're gonna be raising for some matching covers for you. But
It's funny because I put the motherfucking cash app down there and I listen to that shit ring off. Shit, I
ding.
need to start putting that motherfucker up there anyway because y'all
Listen,
motherfuckers be
let me
playing
send my
that.
donation because we not doing this shit.
I ain't
Oh,
got no shame. Shit, that's all part of YouTube game. Is you supposed to get a little something something for your
listen,
time or whatever.
extra
But
credit for the guys and the girls with the satin sheets. Invite me over anytime.
satin sheets, I don't like the way the satin you be slipping and sliding on that shit though.
You gotta slip and slide anyway over here.
I'm gonna slip and slide where I need to slip and slide. I don't understand. You know what it is too? I have a foam mattress, so wherever my weight concentrates, it sinks in. Like
Yeah, I don't like that.
I know, but it's amazing to sleep on. It's actually good to fuck on too, because I don't like them bouncy ass bed.
I got my bed from Amazon. Shout out to Amazon.
Amazon?
Yeah, my bed, and
I'm not
I've had
surprised. I mean, Amazon got every fucking thing there. You know
their
what I'm
mattress.
saying? So,
It's so good. I love my bed. Love my bed.
facts.
All right, that's it. That's it. Or we got a lot of stuff to talk about real quick, Max. So
Yes.
we're back. We're back. It's 2026. We're back. We're bigger and we're better than ever. We are going to be launching the safety committee next week.
Yay. Oh,
So, yes.
I want to say something because I know you about to go in a second.
Mhm.
And for the promoters, look for messages from Nova because she's the one that's handling that. So if you see her messaging you, that's the same thing as speaking to me, speaking to her. She's very much as much a part of this as I am. I'm just doing some of the heavy lifting because I'm strong. But she's handling a lot of the stuff in the background. And when she reaches out, make sure y'all get back. Because another thing that here's a piece. I wanted to say this. I'm glad I remembered.
Mm-hmm.
In a little while, patrons got to start judging these promoters on how much they value the safety of their patrons that are spending this monies with them. There's nothing wrong with paying good money for a good event, even though I wish it could be cheaper sometimes, but I get it. Things have a cost and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is that if you see some people are like da, 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 and they don't have that safety committee logo on their joint,
Mm-hmm.
y'all gotta pay attention because these are people. Understand the safety committee stuff is all free. We're
Yes.
not asking promoters to give us no money to have their access to the database that we're creating and everything else. It is literally simply a database to help you better vet, so that when like for example, for those that want to open private group chats, and yes, I'm gonna go back there again because that shit really pissed me the fuck off today. If you want to open up private group chats and know to vet who you let in there, you'll know not to let certain people in there because they're known to share your videos without permission.
Mm-hmm.
That's information that's important for a group owner to know.
Yes.
So they don't let this person in, and then next thing you know, blah, blah, blah. Or if you know somebody's messy, it doesn't always have to mean they're banned from events, but it can at least ban them from this particular thing.
Yeah.
And everything that we have, well, you know what? I will let you cover that part, Nova. Explain to them all of that. Give them the intricate details. I'm going to shut up. Go ahead.
So the safety committee, we're going to be putting together a list, and the list is going to be a list of offenders, and the offenders are only going to be added after due diligence is completed. So we're going to be doing our own, side investigation to make sure that the information we recover is as factual as possible. We know that there's human error, but we're going to do our due diligence. I have sent out an invitation to about 15 15 group leaders, and some people have responded. Some have just responded with a like, but some have responded with an I'm interested. But we have an email for the safety committee.
Oh, you
That's
do?
going to be promoting. We're going
I'm
to
gonna
promote
put
and
that up
debut
right
that.
now.
Yep. So we have an email for the safety committee. If there's someone you feel needs to be added, you can send that to us. If there's any offenses that are committed, you can send that to us, and then we'll do our due diligence. And we're gonna have some people from other group owners, event or groups, eventually added to the safety committee. But we want to make sure that this is not like personal vindictive vendetta type of stuff that we're doing. This is factual information because the lifestyle community is sacred and we value it, and it should be a place where we can be safe and do our ball headed host stuff like Max says,
Oh God.
without feeling like we have to look over our shoulder, right? So people who like
Yeah.
to, what's it called when you take the condom off?
Stealthing.
Yes, like stealthers, like those things, offenders, people who don't respect consent, people who share videos, those kinds of things. Those are all things that we're going to be listing there so that group owners can access the database and run it through the people who are registering for their events, who they're inviting into their chats. And so this is just a way to enhance safety and vetting for us so that we can be safe. We have an email Max is putting up. You can shoot us an email. Group leaders send us an email. If you're interested and I haven't reached out to you by the end of this week, please be sure to reach out to the email that Max puts up. We're going to start promoting that this week. Like, hey, if you haven't heard from us, because, we're two people and there's lots of you. So we have started reaching out. I have started reaching out. Max is aware of the people who I've reached out to, and we're getting this thing started. Shout out to a safe
Yeah.
community.
Because it's very, very important to get that going. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there we go. Sorry, it's a long ass email. That's why I put that shit up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure if it's shared on Facebook. No, it did
It's all
not.
right. I'm gonna say it didn't
I
yet.
hate when it does that. That's why I monitor these things at the same time because I don't know, this app sometimes doesn't always do what it needs to do. But I mean, this is very important because this is stuff that is, I need to be comfortable in the environment I'm in. I need to know that I ain't got to do stuff or deal with things that's going to make me catch a charge because somebody want to do some stupid shit. I want the women and the men to feel that they can come outside and do them and not have to worry so much. I mean, of course, you still have to be on your guard. You still have to whatever. And I was thinking about doing something too, having like, um, having like a video from the safety committee,
Mm-hmm.
well, a live thing, like a live Q&A
Mm-hmm.
for newbies,
Mm-hmm.
like for newbies that come in that want to ask questions,
Yeah.
whatever. And if y'all have questions or things that you want um, you know, things that you want answered, I should say. If you got questions you want answered and maybe you want to answer it anonymously, you can email there if it's pertaining to the safety committee. If it's not, I'm gonna give y'all another email.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, Veronica.
for the social experiment, if you have questions you want us to address on the show, you can email there, and that will allow you. And I'm gonna have this stuff copy and paste, so I can just put it up next time instead of typing. But and you could do that. You know what I'm saying? And you can email there if you have questions or things that you want to put up that you might not want to ask on here because it might be embarrassing, it might be a little, whatever.
Right.
And we will not reveal who you are if you say you don't want it revealed. No, we're gonna assume you don't want it revealed unless you ask us to reveal it. If you ask us to reveal it, then we will. You understand what I'm saying? So that's something else that's another option. You can hit that email up for social experiment business. If you're interested in maybe setting up a promotion situation, we are willing to work with people. We'll put your stuff out there. Understand these videos are on YouTube so the whole world can see them. You know what I'm saying? And, we got to do some more work on the IG because IG is a little light. You know what I'm saying? But I'll even, promote certain things on the IGs that I have or on the TikTok or whatever because I have a lot of following on those things. And over whatever you feel like doing, you could do. But I typically deal with the social media stuff. But if you want to do something, you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, holla at us. We can work some deals out. It doesn't necessarily even have to be a financial thing per se. It could be if you got a good trade-off for us, then we could do a trade-off. You know what I'm saying? We understand people are trying to build their brands, trying to put things out there, and we want y'all to have the opportunity to do it without killing your pockets.
Yes.
Just make sure that it's something that's valuable for us to have something to get out of it too. Because we're looking to build our following. So help us out in that way. We help you out with your promoting whatever good services, whatever you got going on. I was supposed to have a flyer for one of my new services that I've actually started. I mean, I've been doing it off and on, but I'm actually going to make it an official business. I've already took classes, training into being a massage therapist. I already understand pressure points. Like I said, this is why I'm so goddamn busy. I already understand pressure points and stuff, but I've known that stuff for a while. And my thing is I'm going to be opening, and I understand I ain't no Leezus or any of these other people that's doing all this impact shit. That's not my lane so much. Like, I might do a little something cute or whatever, but mostly I'm focused on the sensual part of it and focused on actually getting your body to feel better. You know what I'm saying? Working the knots out of your back, getting you properly stretched, all of those things. And I try to provide a whole experience. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is, I'm gonna have a flyer up for it because I got to workshop some of the things on the flyer I had made. So that's something else that's coming up this year that I'm gonna be doing it. You're gonna see me carrying that annoying ass massage table to different takeover events that I go to, and I'm gonna be giving you sample massages. Sample massages is only 10 minutes. You're not getting the whole thing. When you get the whole thing, when the cash app go ring ring, because this ain't gonna be free.
Ding.
I'm not gonna charge you arm, leg, and a shoulder, but it's not gonna be free. But those are services that I will be providing, along with the other services that I have. I'm doing a lot of stuff. So, Nova, you got anything?
Yes, a couple of things. One, make sure that you guys are safe this weekend. There's like a whole winter weather advisory thing coming up. And coming up, we're going to be, don't forget, ladies, we got the Women's Roundtable. If you are interested in being on the Ladies Roundtable conversation, make sure that you reach out to us, me or Max, probably me, so that you get a response.
I would say that's not fair because I do respond to people. But I will say this. Definitely hit Nova up about that because she's the one that's going to organize that anyway. Yes. So hit Nova up and make sure that, let her know you want to be a part of it. And we're going to have the topics and everything lined out ahead of time. So, that's just something you can look forward to in the upcoming future. What else you got, Nova?
Yeah, we got some new topics coming, and so they're going to be debuting this week. And so make sure that you share with all your friends and your people so that they know we got some dope stuff coming your way. Be safe, and please take care of your mental and emotional health. A lot of people are struggling. So if you're struggling, you don't have to do that alone either. You can reach out to us and we will respond because we care.
You see how people listen?
Yes, they are listening, but they have multiple streams of listening.
No, because I'm talking about massaging. These people talking about choking.
Ooh.
I do have a neck fetish, though, so I am a really good choker.
See? They knew it. They could tell the women, they saw it.
Half of them have seen me choke somebody before.
That's all I got for tonight. I'm tired and I'm
Yeah,
about to.
we're gonna get off of this. I gotta go eat. You know what I'm saying? But we appreciate y'all for coming up. Oh, well, there's a couple of things I want to announce before we land this plane. No,
Okay.
you can start to land the plane if you need to. I'm not putting no videos up, so don't worry. This ain't nothing wrong.
Hmm.
Um, again, safety committee logo. Start looking for that coming up. I'd say give it a few months. You should start seeing it on promoters flyers. If you're not seeing this, you might
Um,
want to double think as far as spending money with these people, because you want to spend money with people that value your safety. It don't
yeah,
cost them nothing to work with this. So if somebody's not going to take free assistance with vetting, then that means they're not valuing your safety enough, and you need to take that in consideration before you spend your dollars. G,
100%.
you're cooked if I get my hands on you. Just know that. I'm multitasking while I see that. Also, I
Yeah.
want to shout out my friend Lola's having her birthday party on the 31st. So I want to
Yes.
shout that out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if y'all have events, I don't care if they're competing events. Like I said, if you want me to promote it, I'll promote it. This isn't a favoritism situation. Social experiment is neutral ground.
Yep.
As long as you ain't did no fuck shit to one of us, because then, once Nova puts her foot down, there's certain things I ain't gonna argue with her about. I just let it go. But
So
anyway,
my serious face.
January 31st, she's celebrating her birthday. A lot of people coming out for that, from what I'm hearing. It's gonna
That's
be a good time. We're gonna be outside, all
mhm.
that good stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, pull up to that's gonna be at Caligula. God damn
Mhm.
it, I gotta remember to take the freaking thing down when I'm doing this. But
You're subscribed.
it's gonna be a good time. So come out, you know, and you already know the LS rules apply. BYOB, BYOC. Come with your mind right. It's ladies and couples only. As much as I hate that damn, maybe select men. Lola might
Yeah,
let
she's
through,
flexible
but you
sometimes.
got to hit her up directly for that, because she does vet men through that she'll let come in, and there'll be a list for that at the door.
Hmm.
So you know what I'm saying, you holler at her, she wants to let you in there, she will bring you in the building. Um, and then I'm gonna put this up too. You know what I'm saying? Because this is
Okay.
oh shit. Sorry, I lost my place because I was doing the damn thing over here. Um, this event here, which is me
Ah,
and my friends are throwing a semi-formal event called Radiance. If you've ever been to one of our events before,
okay.
it's some of the best well decorated and well curated events in the Caribbean community. It's a semi-formal, and even though it's a Caribbean community that majority goes, they really do play music for everybody.
Yeah.
So if you want to dance and you want to look good, it's a semi-formal. So semi-formal means come looking nice.
Mhm.
You can never be overdressed, but you could definitely be underdressed, and you will be turned around if that's your situation, and you're not getting a refund.
That's a fact.
So the information's on the flyer. You see the flyer there, give it a little screenshot. Be nice to see some of the people's pull up. I'll
Yeah.
very much appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of people out there, a lot of beautiful faces, a lot of lovely ladies. Some fellas going to come dressed. The fellas really do come dressed for them events. Like they come and they show off. You know what I'm saying? So come ready to have a good time. There's actually one more thing I want to show y'all, because it's a really good deal too. So
Uh-oh.
I'm going to show y'all this before we go, because it's a dope situation. For the people who care to indulge in a bottle, they have a deal where you can get your ticket and grab you a bottle, $200. If you think about how much, there's no table included in that, obviously, but it's just one bottle. Throw it in a bucket. Let me tell you, old school West Indian, we put the bottle in the bucket and we kept it moving. And you can
Yeah.
just have a good time. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good deal, because if you think about how much one drink costs, plus your ticket to the party, you're going to spend that anyway. Now you can control how strong your liquor is.
Hey.
So it's something to consider. You're literally getting a bottle for like a buck and change, which how many places is still doing that? And
Yeah.
Don Julio Blanco is actually pretty good. I like it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, we use that bottle, but I mean, there's other bottles that it applies to too. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I'm a
So,
reposado kind of girl.
that might cost a little more because it's like $20 upcharge typically for that.
Hmm.
But my whole thing is that this is going to be a nice little situation. So I'm putting it out there from early because it's a semi-formal. I know how the ladies is. They got to get their hair right, nails right, get the outfit together, all that stuff. So I'm giving y'all super advanced notice. You're literally getting like 2 months notice on this. I'm going to
Hmm.
create an event invite for it just so y'all can keep up with the information and so on and so forth. So
Hmm.
look out for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I ain't got nothing else. We do appreciate y'all being on. Nova, Carrie, take us home, baby.
Listen, guys, we appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for rocking with us tonight. We had a dope conversation in the comments. Keep it going. Make sure you guys are like, sharing, and subscribing. And make sure you tell people to join us next week. We're debuting the safety committee, and we're going to be talking about some accountability stuff too.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh man, accountability. You just lost half the female crowd. You said the words were
I'm repping for the women. I am repping for the women. Okay, we are accountable.
Oh boy. Yep. We could say goodbye. We gonna have 5 people on that shit.
Thank you guys for staying here with us.
Yes, thank you very much. All y'all be safe this week. Dress
Yes.
warm because it's gonna be cold out. Even in the south, it's gonna be cold as shit. It's gonna be cold everywhere. So wherever you at, just be safe. And like I said, holler at me on the side for my massage services. I'm going to be doing that thing. So get at me, and come with some cash in your hand. Don't try to hit me with the freebie to give me some booty cheeks. I can get pussy without doing this. I ain't doing this to get ass. I'm doing
Good
this
night.
because it's something I like to do. But anyway, good night, and peace out. Bye.